Welcome to online classes. This is class 7 reader English fairy a literature book. In last classes we have discussed chapter 1 after 20 years. So just I had given you the story about the hints about these three persons. So the three persons are there in this story. So they are Jimmy Wells, who has become policeman, and Silky Bob, who has become criminal, and Plain Cloth Man. So today we'll read the passage and some of the difficult words we have to discuss. So here the policeman Jimmy Wells, he has become policeman, and how he is doing his duty. So let us read about this passage. The policeman on the beat moved up the avenue impressively. So the policeman Jimmy Wells, he moved to the broad street, avenue means broad street, impressively. He has a good personality and having a police job, he is doing the sincere work or he is doing the sincere duty. So the impressiveness was habitual and not for show. The duty, the Jimmy Wells having the police duty, so he has taken the duty of watching the street, and it is not a show, it is habitual. So for spectators we are a few, so people we are a few. The time was barely 10 o'clock at night. So it was at 10 o'clock at night, but a chilly gust of wind with a taste of rain in them had nearly depopulated the streets. So depopulated means without people. So why these people were not there on the street? Because this time the chilly gust of wind, that means cool wind, was blowing, and a taste of rain, the rain water was falling. That is why on the road or the street people were not there. Trying doors as he went, the officer, with his stalwart form and slight swagger, made a fine picture of a guardian of peace. So, Jimmy Wells, thinking that the office doors were opened and he is going for close the doors. It was a 10 o'clock night, and that time the cool wind was blowing and rain water was falling. So as he is going with a stalwart, that means strongly built, so having a strong heart, he is going on the road at night. Form and slight swagger, that means to walk confidently. So he's walking on the road with confidence. He's not getting afraid and going on the road to close the doors, office doors. When about midway of a certain block, so when he was walking on the road, the certain block came on the roadside. The policeman suddenly slowed his work. So the policeman suddenly slowed his work. So he walked slowly. In the doorway of a darkened hardware store, a man leaned with an unlighted cigar in his mouth. So in the doorway, it was darkened place. Okay, so hardware store. The hardware store shop was there. On the doorway, the man was standing, and he has put a cigarette on his mouth. The cigarette was not burned or unlighted. So he has put on his mouth. The cigarette was not burned, and he was standing hardware store shop doorway. As the policeman walked up to him, the man spoke up quickly. So when the policeman walked up to him, so went to him, so the man spoke quickly. What he is speaking? "It is all right, officer," he said reassuringly. So reassuringly means to restore confidence. So having a confidence to building up in his heart, a confidence. So he spoke out, "It is all right, officer. I am just waiting for a friend. It is an appointment made 20 years ago." So that man was talking to the policeman, and he's saying the policeman that he's waiting for his friend, and they had made appointment, or they had made a promise 20 years ago. So it was 20 years ago they had made a promise to meet together in same place in same time. Sounds a little funny to you, doesn't it? So the man is telling these words may hear, or these words may sound you funny. Okay? Well, I will explain if you would like to make certain it's all straight. Okay? Just he's telling, wait, then I will explain to you what about this. The man is telling. About that, long ago, there used to be a restaurant where this store stands. So now the man is standing hardware store shop, doorway near to the hardware store. He's standing. So in this place, before 20 years ago, so there was a restaurant. So restaurant's name was Big Joy Brady's Restaurant. So the restaurant's name was Big Joy Brady's Restaurant. So let us turn the next page. So until 5 years ago, said the policeman, it was torn down then. So policeman is telling, after 5 years ago, the restaurant was torn down. Okay, it was torn down, the restaurants. The policeman in the doorway the man in the doorway struck a match and lit his cigar. So the man was standing doorway, and he struck a matchbox, okay, and light his cigarette. Okay, the light showed a pale, square, jawed face with keen eyes and a little white scar near his right eyebrow. His scarfine was a large diamond, oddly set. So when the man. He was standing doorway and it was darkened. Then when he struck the matchbox, he lighted the matchbox and burned the cigarette, and he started to take the cigarette on his mouth. And meantime, the light was shown. The light came from the cigarette, and the man was looking square, jeweled face with keen eyes and a little white scare near his right eyebrow. And he was watching a diamond oddly set a watch. So he was watching. He was wearing a watch that is a diamond oddly set watch. So it is a costly watch. So, dear children, I humbly request you that you please go through this passage at least 2 times and read it, and you will understand the meaning. So, thank you for watching this video.